So recently the producer of Aquaman 2 decided he would go and he would do damage control for the movie. And you know what? He decided to sound off on the fans. He decided to tell them we never, ever were going to listen to you. Yeah, that's a really good way to make your fish movie here go belly up. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. So if you want to know the source of this comes from Deadline.com. This comes from their Hero Nation podcast. And the guy that's speaking here, he speaks for Warner Brothers, not just on Aquaman. He speaks for them on other projects like Suicide Squad 2. Yeah, this is tuning in directly to their mindset, what they feel comfortable saying about fans. Now what makes this fascinating to me is that this guy here, he's repping multiple movies for Warner Brothers, not just Aquaman. He's repping Suicide Squad as well. And he's telling you that fan pressure, fans speaking out, those people, they don't matter. Why? Because listening to millions of people, that's not in the best interest of the movie. Now make no mistake too, while he and Warner Brothers are talking about this, they are keenly aware of what's going on social media. They know the backlash. They see it. But even seeing it, they think that this is the way that you push your movie. This is the best way for damage control. And that damage control, well, it's to keep on that nameless person and to say, you folks, you can't hurt us. So here's your entire quote. And remember, this is coming from a company, again, in a perpetual state of damage control over Fantastic Beasts 3. They hope they can damage control Aquaman 2. And this company, they were sold off for a $34 billion with a B loss after 3 years. Why? Because they allowed this mindset to basically go with their products. Quote, I don't think we're ever going to react to, honestly, pure fan pressure. You got to do what's the best for your movie. We felt that if it's James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be that certain nameless person. That's really what's going on. One is not unaware of what's going on in the Twitterverse, but that doesn't mean you have to react to it or take it as gospel or accede to their wishes. You have to do what's right for the film, and that's really where we landed on it. Now, I don't know about you, but when I see damage control of this nature, basically trying to minimize the voices online, basically saying you have nothing that you can do with this at all, that's just fan pressure. It doesn't matter what's it about. That makes me mad. And you know what this is? It's an attempt at damage control. It's an attempt to minimize what's going on, particularly things like that petition. They're scared of that, and you can see it. Now, shill media, they lap this thing up too, telling people in no uncertain terms, this is pointed at you if. Aquaman 2 producer, he's responding to the petition for that nameless person's removal as Mira, basically saying that this petition, it doesn't matter at all. Now, if you look at how many people have signed off on this thing too, that's one heck of a thing to try to call out. I mean, we're not talking one or two people here. We're talking 1,856,729 signatures. Now, to put this into relatable terms, I want to look at a list with you here. I want to look at a list of the top 10 largest, most populated cities as of 2021. If that petition, if you put everyone into a city, that would be the fifth largest city in the United States. But again, that amount of people speaking out, that amount of people carrying influence because they influence other people too, yeah, that stuff, it doesn't matter at all, right? Now, something that I absolutely love about that quote, too, is it flies in the face of prior damage control for Aquaman 2, that being done by that nameless person themselves. That's right, the nameless person. They brought up fans in the past talking about how much they impact something, saying, hey, you guys, you make it possible, but I guess that doesn't happen now. Quote, paid rumors and paid campaigns on social media don't dictate casting decisions because they have no basis in reality. Only the fans actually made Aquaman and Aquaman 2 happen. I'm excited to get started next year. Only the fans, they made that happen. Only the fans, they made it through money. But when they're talking about something and they're getting really loud about it, apparently they don't dictate decisions. It's not in the best interest of a film to listen to them. Yeah, seems like it contradicts, doesn't it? Another thing that I absolutely love about that comment is it pretends that the Twitterverse, Twitter, that is the only place that you're getting backlash. If you look back, though, 4 weeks ago to when James Wan decided to post about Aquaman 2, you'll notice something. Here's all of his posts here. You'll see this is a normal one, for example. Let's click on it just to show you what a normal one looks like. So, you see this, you see all of the people talking about it, you see all of the people saying, hey, I love your movies and on. Compare that with this here. You do get 69,800 likes on the comments, but when you look at this, all of the comments, they've been redacted. They've been erased. Why? Because they want to pretend that there is no backlash to this movie. They want to pretend that it's all excitement and hype. Basically, they're trying to again say, we can damage control. Nothing will happen. You can't impact our film at all. Now, the other part of this that should really make people angry, well, it's pointed out right here with the media. While JD was ultimately removed from his Fantastic Beasts movie, the producer here, he recently told Deadline they never considered removing that nameless person. That's right, they pulled the trigger on JD, but they were never ever considering removing that nameless person, no matter what went on, no matter what was disclosed. These people, they thought that was also best for their movie. So I really want you to consider and drink this in. You have JD, who has never ever been found guilty of any crime whatsoever. No police have ever gone on record saying things happened. In fact, the police, they said the opposite. They said nothing ever transpired. Despite that, you have him released. You can see that statement here. I wish to let you know that I've been asked to resign from Warner Brothers for my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts. I have respected and agreed to that request. And you have 3.3 million people like that post saying, hey, we stand with you there. Then the company decides to go further than that. As part of their damage control, they decide that any cast member that comes out that starts speaking about this, they have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. You have Jude Law come out, speak about this thing. You can tell he can't speak about it openly. And Warner Brothers, just like what they're attempting here, they decide they're going to go into damage control. They decide they're going to send Mads Mikkelsen out to talk about JD and this stuff. I mean, look at this here. This starts up 5 weeks ago. 5 freaking weeks ago. And as of last week, you can see this 1 week ago at the bottom from Yahoo News. It is still going on. They're still in damage control mode. Typical Warner, trying to minimize damage, trying to say that the fans don't matter, while also giving some kind of contradictory statement saying, yeah, we need you on too. This is the thing that took down other industries. Look at what happened to comic books. That was under Warner's watch as well, but hey, what do I know, right? Anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Want to help out the channel in different ways? There are links in the description. We can always use the help there, so check them out. But you matter, so thank you. I appreciate you, and we will see you soon.